National Security Advisor Mike Waltz has taken responsibility for a Signal group chat that was used to discuss war plans for Yemen. And a federal appeals court will allow the Trump administration to temporarily freeze a refugee program. Good morning, I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz says he takes responsibility for creating a group chat on the commercial messaging app Signal. Top Trump administration members used Signal recently to talk about secret war plans, including the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, and CIA Director John Ratcliffe. But that chat also included a journalist. Gabbard and Ratcliffe were grilled by a Senate panel yesterday. NPR's Ryan Lucas says they will face more questions today.
The same intelligence officials are testifying before House lawmakers today. They'll no doubt face more questions. But stepping back a bit, the top Democrat in the House and Senate are both calling for an investigation. Democrats, of course, don't have a lot of power. They're in the minority. Republicans control both houses of Congress. Some GOP senators have expressed concern about this security breach and how this all went down. That includes the Senate Majority Leader John Thune. He told reporters yesterday that they need to figure out what happened.
NPR's Ryan Lucas reporting. A note, the CEO of NPR, Catherine Marr, also chairs the board of the nonprofit Signal Foundation. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says his country is moving toward peace by accepting a ceasefire in the Black Sea. NPR's Eleanor Beardsley reports this will allow Russia to export its grain and fertilizer.
Ukraine had successfully chased Russia's Black Sea fleet and commercial ships from the waters with air and sea drone and missile attacks. Ukrainian parliament member Oleksandr Mereshko says the Black Sea deal is a concession from Ukraine.
It means that we're trying to demonstrate that we're committed to peace, and we agree with ceasefire proposals put forward by President Trump.
He says Russia violated ceasefire agreements for years after 2015 when France and Germany were trying to stop the war in the Donbass.
Basically, I remain skeptical, but who knows?
Mereshko says Ukraine wants to get back its prisoners of war and stop the attacks on civilian infrastructure and its cities. Eleanor Beardsley, NPR News, Kyiv.
A federal appeals court will let the Trump administration temporarily freeze a refugee program. NPR's Jasmine Gars reports it's for people displaced by conflict, disasters, or persecution.
After taking office, President Trump immediately paused refugee resettlement, saying that the U.S. lacks the ability to absorb large numbers, that taxpayers' money should not be spent on this program, and that there need to be assurances that refugees can assimilate into the country. In late February, a federal judge temporarily blocked that freeze, saying that while the president does have the power to suspend refugee admissions, that power is not limitless. Refugees who were approved before President Trump took office on January 20th will still be processed, but no new applications as the case makes its way through the courts. Jasmine Gars, NPR News, New York.
A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to stop its attempts to deport a Columbia University student. She had participated in pro-Palestinian protests. NPR's Adrian Florido reports immigration agents have been trying to arrest the student for weeks.
Yunseo Chung is a 21-year-old South Korean national who's lived in the U.S. since she was 7. She's a legal permanent resident. On March 5th, she was one of several students that New York police arrested at a pro-Palestinian sit-in protest at a campus building. She was cited and let go. Her lawyers say that days later, ICE agents showed up at her parents' house looking for her. Officials said her green card had been revoked. A few days after that, federal agents searched her Columbia dorm room. Chung sued in New York federal court to block the government from arresting or deporting her. She says she's being targeted for her activism. Now a judge has temporarily granted Chung's request while she fights the government's case against her. Adrian Florido, NPR News.
This is NPR.